Hey Descendants fans, welcome back to our channel. Descendants: The Rise of Red has finally arrived, and it's giving us everything we've been waiting for. New characters, fresh storylines, and epic songs. But just like the previous films, this one ends with a massive cliffhanger, and now we're all left wondering, what's next? In today's video, we're diving into the biggest theories and predictions about Descendants 5. What did Red and Chloe change when they messed with time? And what really happened at Castlecoming? Stick around, because you won't want to miss these theories that will totally blow your mind. Before we kick off, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for more awesome content. Let's jump right in. Now, let's start with one of the biggest theories floating around: the alternate timeline. In Descendants: The Rise of Red, Red and Chloe mess with the fabric of time. And if there's one thing we know about time travel, it's that it comes with some serious consequences. From the very beginning, we're warned by Maddox that altering the fabric of time can lead to unpredictable consequences. And Uma's voiceover during the end of the movie echoes the same sentiment when she says, "Getting what you want can be dangerous, especially when you mess with time." This has led to the theory that Red and Chloe's actions created an entirely new timeline, one where key events in Auradon history never took place. In this alternate timeline, the Merlin VKs stay frozen in detention, meaning Maleficent and Hades remain trapped for years. If that's the case, Mal never would have been born, which changes everything. Ben and Mal never fall in love, and Mal never becomes Queen of Auradon. Instead, we could see Ben and Audrey ruling together as king and queen. The Isle of the Lost and Auradon remains separated, and the Queen of Hearts, no longer a villain, sends her daughter, Red, to Auradon Prep. But that's not the only change. If Hook was frozen, Harry wouldn't have been born either, which could mean Uma has a completely different life. Imagine a world where Uma, Evie, Jay, and Carlos are the group of VKs at Auradon Prep instead of Mal leading the way. This alternate timeline could explain Uma's prominent role in the final scenes of Descendants 4. Another huge point of discussion among fans is the mysterious Castlecoming event. While Descendants: The Rise of Red spends a lot of time teasing us about Castlecoming, it feels like the movie never fully delivers on showing us what really happened at the dance. Everything seems rushed toward the end. Suddenly we're back in Auradon, the Queen of Hearts is good, but we're left with so many unanswered questions. Fans have speculated that Descendants 4 is only the first part of the story, and Descendants 5 could be the continuation that finally gives us the answers we're craving. So what might we see at Castlecoming in Descendants 5? One theory is that Red and Chloe will realize they need to fix the timeline and make things go back to how they originally were. This would mean they'd have to travel back in time again and let the prank on Bridget happen as it was supposed to. We could finally see the moment when Bridget turns into the villainous Queen of Hearts, and fans are already theorizing what might go down at the dance. Some suggest Juliana will get Ella to open the cookbook because she'll realize it's spelled, leading Bridget to get mad at Ella for opening it unknowingly. Others speculate that after Juliana's prank, Ella will be so busy falling in love with Prince Charming that she won't help Bridget, leaving Bridget to feel betrayed and turn evil. Another theory is that Juliana might not be the one behind the prank and that another character will be responsible. And one interesting theory is that considering the sorcerer's cookbook is dangerous and forbidden, the prank could have turned Bridget into a monster, just like Juliana turned into a flamingo. Everyone might have thought Bridget was upset from the prank, not realizing she was transformed. Either way, we might witness Bridget's transformation into the Queen of Hearts in Descendants 5, shedding light on the grudge she holds against Ella. Aside from the alternate timeline and Castlecoming, fans are also speculating about the overall plot of Descendants 5. One major theory is that Juliana and the other Merlin VKs will continue as the villains, but not in the way we'd expect. Instead of staying frozen in detention forever, it's possible they'll find a way to unfreeze themselves and learn about Red and Chloe's time-traveling adventures. This could set the stage for them to time travel to the present and wreak havoc in the new timeline, forcing Red and Chloe to go back and fix things once again. Another interesting theory is that Morgie, who we briefly see holding the sorcerer's cookbook in a deleted scene, might take on a bigger villain role. Some fans believe Morgie tried to pull off the prank himself while his friends were frozen, but it backfired, making him the real villain of the story. With the powerful pocket watch in his possession, Morgie could use time travel to manipulate events, causing more chaos for Red and Chloe. But of course, by the end of Descendants 5, Red and Chloe will likely find a way to set things right. Red might learn the valuable lesson that while she can't change the past, she can make a difference in the future. There's also a fascinating theory that centers around a potential conflict between Red and Chloe. After all, their time-traveling shenanigans didn't just affect the world around them. It may have changed their personal lives too. Remember when Chloe broke the vase and accidentally got Cinderella grounded? Well, in this alternate timeline, that means Cinderella might never have gone to the Castlecoming dance, which is where she and Prince Charming first fell in love. If they never fell in love, this opens the door to the idea that Chloe might have a different father. Some fans speculate that Bridget, Red's mom, could have ended up with Prince Charming instead, making him Red's dad. This would create a whole new family dynamic, with Red being happy that her mother found love and became a good person, but Chloe feeling like her life has been turned upside down. Chloe might be desperate to fix the timeline and restore her original family, while Red could be content with how things turned out. This potential conflict between the two characters could add a lot of drama to Descendants 5 and make for some emotional moments. Speaking of returning characters, Uma's role in Descendants 5 is another big topic of conversation. In Descendants: The Rise of Red, Uma plays a significant part in the final scenes, and fans are curious about how her character will continue to evolve in the next movie. In the alternate timeline, with Mal and Harry potentially never being born, Uma's life could have taken a very different path. She might have been one of the first VKs to attend Auradon Prep alongside Evie, Carlos, and Jay, forming new friendships and alliances that we've never seen before. With no Mal around to lead, Uma could have risen to a position of power much earlier in her life, and this alternate version of her could play a key role in helping Red and Chloe navigate the challenges of time travel. Uma's knowledge of both Auradon and the Isle of the Lost, combined with her leadership skills, could make her an essential ally in Descendants 5. Plus, with the tensions between Red and Chloe potentially rising, Uma might serve as the voice of reason, helping them find a way to fix the timeline without causing further damage. Lastly, let's talk about the potential final showdown in Descendants 5. If the theories about time travel and alternate timelines are true, it's likely that the movie will build toward a major conflict involving the villains of the story. Whether it's the Merlin VKs, Morgie, or another surprise villain, the battle for control over time itself could be the biggest challenge our heroes have faced yet. And let's not forget about the powerful Sorcerer's Cookbook and the Pocket Watch, both of which could play crucial roles in the final battle. In the end, though, it seems likely that Red and Chloe will find a way to restore the original timeline and bring peace to both Auradon and the Isle of the Lost. But not before learning some important lessons along the way. Red, in particular, might come to understand that while she can't change the past, she has the power to shape her future. She may finally find the courage to stand up to her mom and stop the coup. The Queen of Hearts may even open up her heart after seeing the courage her daughter has. After that cliffhanger ending of Descendants 4, we just want Descendants 5 to have a truly happy ending. Thanks for watching. Who's your favorite character from Descendants: The Rise of Red? What did you think of Descendants 4? What's your prediction for Descendants 5? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.